Instagram a lot.
Should Washington fans feel better or worse now that GM Scott McCluhan has been fired?
So this is a really fascinating thing that's happened in Washington. Scott McCluhan is a widely respected talent evaluator. He also is someone who has struggled with alcoholism. Now on the way out, he's been in this power battle with the front office and the ownership of the Washington football team. Now he's on the way out and they are saying he was drunk this year. He was a disaster for months. And I'm uncomfortable by this. This makes me uncomfortable because alcoholism, on the one hand, can be a thing that someone's character does impact, but it's also a medical illness. And even if this was the case, torching a guy like this kind of seems to underrate how dangerous and serious the issue is.
But when you say they are saying he was a drunk on the job, they're not saying that with their name attached to it. They're saying it with the help of the Washington Post, smearing a guy on his way out the door. You should feel really bad about your football team, not only the way it self-destructs at the top, but how dirty they are about that self-destruction.
We don't have any evidence, by the way, either way on this outside of that unnamed source, but man, it's super plausible to think that Washington made some of this stuff up. Now, I'm not saying that they did. I'm just saying that given the history of the organization, that's on the table, and that's wild.
That is the danger in allowing someone to be anonymous with their quotes. They can just make things up, or they can tell the truth in a way that's equally unseemly.
Well, that should fix everything in Washington. You know, I mean, that's it. They're on the hook now. You know?
There
They're
you go.
looking forward to a hell of a season.
Yeah, there you go. Undefeated, right? We're looking at undefeated now. All the problems are solved.
Hail.
Woo! Yeah.
Did the Browns fleece the Texans in the Brooks Osweiler deal?
Fleece is a great word. We don't use it enough. It needs to get back into the lexicon all over the place, the idea of fleecing. But no, nothing involving Brock Osweiler and a second-round pick is allowed to be classified as a fleece. This feels like something that works for both sides perfectly well. The Browns essentially just bought a second-round pick. The Houston Texans got rid of a disaster at quarterback. It works both ways.
And the reason I agree it works both ways is because both parties agreed to be super shameless about sports. The Houston Texans agreed, hey, this was a huge mistake. And the Browns agreed, hey, we're going to lose a bunch of games on purpose while not spending any money, thus allowing us to be that weird garbage disposal service that comes to the home of a person who spent way too much money on this bit of furniture that they're dying to get out of the house. That's the Browns, and that's kind of a genius move.
I also love, too, by the way, Bill Polian, Hall of Fame executive, totally confused all over our network, not understanding what the dumb Cleveland Browns did, because that's not what he would have done. They just did a basketball deal. They sent away a contract, and they took on a contract that they didn't really want because they just wanted the draft pick.
When you're not trying to win, it turns out the rules of sports can be exploited and leveraged. Unfortunately for someone like Sam Hinkie of the Philadelphia 76ers, that got him ousted from the league. So Bill Polian also not alone.
What's his first name?
Brooks Osweiler.
Oh, Brooke, okay.
Brooke Osweiler.
Man, he got the second name, the harder name right.
End of the line.
Yeah.
Who had the more impressive performance last night, Russell Westbrook or Yusuf Nurkic?
You for pronouncing accurately most of Yusuf Nurkic's name, but Yusuf Nurkic is a fantastic player since being traded to the Portland Trail Blazers. He's been tremendous. He was 28-20, 8-6-2 last night, and yet it seems like we're just asking this question to find a way to on Russell Westbrook, who has his 31st triple-double of the year, tying Wilt Chamberlain. They are 28-9 when he has 10 or more assists. I feel like Russell Westbrook should not be upstaged by Yusuf Nurkic just yet.
The old producer trick of taking two exceptional performances, comparing them.
This dichotomy is not false. It is very real.
Better.
It is a real dichotomy.
Nurkic had also 5 blocks in the first quarter. This is a big man who can do a lot of different things. I find it really curious, though. Why is he only doing all of those things now? Why wasn't he doing them before in his previous stop? Because usually big guys that can do all of these things, you don't get them cheap in trades.
You know, that's what happens when Okafor is guarding you.
Oh, you know what?
That's right.
We didn't know that. That's right. That changes everything. No wonder. I'm sitting here asking, why is he so much better than he was in Denver? Because Okafor wasn't guarding him all the games in Denver.
How big of a deal are the allegations that NFL teams repeatedly broke federal drug laws?
Such a big deal that look at where the producers put it in the show after some Nurkic highlights.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, this should be a big deal. One would suspect that if this is something that is being done in sports, breaking a federal law about the way that drugs are distributed, how many drugs are distributed, how overt you are about trying to cover up that you're avoiding these agencies, this would be a big story under normal circumstances, but we've grown kind of immune to the violence of the sport, the pain medication in this sport. I will tell you one way, though, that this would be a monster story that everybody would be talking about if it was just the New England Patriots who had done it. Then we'd be calling them cheaters.
Instead, we have a Cincinnati Bengals trainer apparently in this unredacted lawsuit saying to someone else, hey, can you send over your DEA paperwork because we got to get those NFL pill counters off the scent. Like, that is a real criminal problem. And I would point out that it's not just the fact that there are no Patriots involved, it's the fact that when it comes to the NFL and these stories about player health and drug abuse, it's kind of like having a bed of nails. There are so many nails, you can lie down on that thing pretty comfortably, but if it's just one story, you're going to get pierced. The NFL happens to have a lot of controversies like this, which numb us to it.
Feds.
Yeah, I mean, well put.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Security cam footage.
Oh, everyone's dancing. Oh, that's a
Oh,
fight.
that's a fight.
Okay, I
Yep.
thought it was dancing because of the music. They're not dancing, they're fighting. But neither goalie. The other goalie's coming.
My Son's TV show is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah. Time to play the game that is one of the two hosts today with thick, perfect hair. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, and we question them.
Do you question if this was a smart move?
Generally, if you've arrived and do you question, the thing that got you there was not smart. We go to the Mets and the Tigers. Spring training, what do we have?
Cabrera gets picked off.
Is that Anibal Sanchez?
Picacello missed him.
Yeah, that says Drupal Cabrera running, or sort of running. I thought he was going to be
Not
great
sure
when he
Cabrera
was
wants
with
to
the
be in this
Indians.
whole
Yeah,
thing.
that's good.
Okay,
yeah,
just give
yeah,
up.
that's absolutely the way that should go. That you could have done it even earlier, frankly. Right
They
there,
were
you could have
so
done it.
bad
yeah.
at executing
Yeah.
that was see that's
Yeah.
right as you get onto the green is when
Yeah.
you then double back
Yeah.
and sprint.
Yeah, I love that he ran faster back to the dugout than he did when he was trapped.
That guy doesn't hustle. He doesn't hustle. You know who hustles?
Oh, the Mets
Who?
have someone who hustles.
That's
Yes,
right. Who hustles?
That's right.
That's right.
No, who is it, Poppy? Who is
Tim Tebow.
That's right.
If you ever get on base, he'll be hustling. That's it.
Yeah.
Fellow Filipino American Tim Tebow.
What?
He was born in the Philippines.
Do you question if this goalie's been a good teammate?
Generally, if you've arrived at this point and do you question the teammate that you were was not a good one? Let's see.
Security cam footage.
Oh, everyone's dancing. Oh, that's a
Oh,
fight.
that's a fight.
Okay, I
Yep.
thought it was dancing because of the music. They're not dancing, they're fighting. But neither goalie. The other goalie's coming. Yeah, here comes the other goalie.
Yeah.
Here comes the other bench. This goalie's just going to drink some stuff, though. Yeah.
Nope,
No,
not
thank you.
interested.
No,
This
thank
game
you.
is not worth
No,
it.
I'm gonna just skate off. Let's see here. Should I
Yeah.
pretend?
Yeah.
Not gonna even pretend. Gonna get even further away from this than
Going
I
to
was.
skate at a speed which can only suggest disdain for the entire sport he's
Well,
involved
let me see
in.
if I do some pirouettes over here, safely over here in my
Talking
padding.
to those people by the
Yes.
side over
Okay,
there.
I'm
Yep.
gonna go even further
Not
away.
even gonna watch.
Yeah, just in case any of this spills anywhere near me, I'm gonna be over here.
Bodies are on the ground, and
Yeah.
that guy does not give an F.
Yes. Just stay over here. What was the other goalie doing? The other goalie
Just left.
Let's look at the other goalie. Look at the other goalie. This is such great. This looks like something you'd write in a movie script. The other goalie's in the middle of everything.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Well, at least he didn't go to the locker room to take a That's it. He stood there, you know?
Okay, all right, very
held-
good.
that's right, he
All
held it all the way
all
through
right.
the fight.
Oh, he held it.
That's right.
He held it.
Do you question how he learned to do this?
Learn to do what? Who is he? So many questions I have.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm out
for
on
the
this.
love
I'm
of
out
God,
on this
man.
genre.
Oh, God.
It's just unnecessary. It's just unnecessary.
Why are
Do you have people who love you, child?
Why are you so flippant about your life there? You're trusting the ceramic, which seems like a bad idea. Tile, whatever that. Oh, for the love of.
Stop. We are the problem.
Oh my
We are the problem. We
God.
are incentivizing the youth on our planet to do stuff like this because they'll get that little retweet thing in the lower corner and they'll be on TV.
Congratulations, dude. You're on ESPN at 4:30 in the afternoon.
We're not
scaring
impressed.
3 cowards. Way to go. You win.
You know, he should probably wear a helmet. He has to wear a helmet for safety reasons, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. But
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
if something goes wrong, then it could really get messy if you don't have a helmet.
Yeah. All the blood could be in one place when we gather it on the floor inside of the helmet.
I came up from out the apartments where they trigger happy. Bought my a brand new Rolly and she still ain't happy. Got that career with diamonds and I'm laughing at 911 Turbo Perch, cause I'm a super trapper. Young papi's out the trenches, but I'm big and better. I can never go back broke and that's what really matter. Trying to sabotage my crew, boy, you a swagger jacker. 911 Turbo Perch, cause I'm a super trapper. Highly questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time for another one of my sultry interview medleys.
Hang on to the pen, Pablo. They're not really sultry. They're kind of lazy, actually. But it's just a series of interviews we've done. Some of the clips, some of the best ones. Let's put them together. So if I had told you back when you were negotiating deals in literal alleys for fights and for reality television extensions that the maximum amount this business would get, where would you have put that number if I went back to that space with you?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if I ever thought about $4 billion, but in 2010, we got offered $1.2 billion and we turned it down.
Well, hold on. How did it feel to say no to $1.2 billion? Because I can't imagine you probably never thought in your life that someone would offer you $1.2 billion for anything and you would say, no, that's not enough.
I know. Well, it wasn't that we said no, and without giving too many of the specifics, which really aren't important, I didn't have a great relationship with part of the company that we were negotiating with, and the call lasted about 45 seconds. And I was in Hawaii and Lorenzo was in Las Vegas, and I got in this huge blow up during the call, and Lorenzo called me back and goes, "Well, I guess we're not selling it to those guys."
That doesn't seem like being a very good advocate for Lorenzo, whether he's, what are you doing there? Like, that's not the way to handle that one. Why are you such a hothead? What's the matter with you?
Wait a minute, somebody's offering you $1.2 billion. You had an attitude?
Like, honestly.
Yeah, that's the way it went. Hey, it all worked out in the long run. If it wasn't for me, maybe we would have sold for $1 billion too.
What's the angriest you've been with Conor?
To be honest with you, I'm not angry with him now. I'm not angry with him. Conor McGregor has been an amazing, force for us. The guy's been incredible. Some of the greatest fights we've ever had, some of the biggest pay-per-views, and I love his attitude. I love he'll step up and he'll fight anybody. I love that about the kid. It's always the most talented, crazy artist-type guys that are always the hardest to deal with, but Conor McGregor is worth every ounce of it.
Were you a troublemaker as a kid, or were you not really a troublemaker as a kid?
No, I wasn't a troublemaker at all. I was actually someone that would take up for people. Half the times I got into a fight is because I was taking up for somebody else. So I never was a troublemaker. I never bullied anybody. I never started, any trouble. The only thing that I would do is, I was a man at Jonan. That's why I can't wait to I possibly sit at that press conference with Conor McGregor. I would not let him get over on me like he does everybody else so faithfully and make them look so stupid. I can't wait for the day because I'm like a PhD in poking fun, snapping, joking, joning, whatever you call. So I'm excited to have that opponent that I can kind of go back and forth with a little bit.
It almost sounds like you're more excited about that than like an actual fight.
The fight, in my opinion, wouldn't be as competitive as many would think just because I overweigh him by so much. But I think the build-up to the fight would be, bar none, probably the best smack talk in MMA.
Time to play the game that thinks this nerd next to me needs to go to the library. See? Or no?
Go back to the library. You tell us what to watch on television tonight. We tell you if we're intrigued or not.
Vaguely racist.
On ESPN, the ACC tournament, Duke in Carolina.
Yeah, this one's going to be fun. This is about as good as it gets. Let's check in with Grayson Allen, or as my father likes to call him, Gray Allen.
Kennard can't get it to go, and we're going to go the other way. Is that going to be on Golden or Allen? We're going to get a technical on Grayson Allen. He slammed the ball down in the corner, and right away called for a technical foul.
And Rafi, that's exactly.
Yeah, basically one guy in that sport who can't get a technical foul that way. That's the guy. You just saw it. Don't do that. Pablo, are you intrigued?
No, because we keep on trying to use footage of a young man with vague rage issues to convince me to watch games which are independently interesting. So no, I dispute the premise of this segment.
Wow, very deep unnecessarily. It was just a guy throwing down a ball. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Listen, during this season, they split. It's 1-1. And this game is for all the marbles, you know? All the marbles in the wall. Can you buy some marbles? Where can you get some marbles? You know, put all the marbles in there. That's for all the marbles, you know? I'm telling you. And my prediction is going to be that Coach K and the Blue Devils are going to take it home. They're going to show. That's right, buddy. They're going to be the one. They're going to take it home. Go, Blue Devils.
Marbles!
Go.
Marbles!
Go.
Yes.
For all the marbles, yeah.
Marbles. Not all
of
of
the
them.
marbles,
It's just a
though.
small percentage of them.
No, all of them.
No, later in
All
March
of
they play
the
for all of
marbles.
them.
All the marbles, all of them. There will be no marble left. They're going to
Okay.
grab all the marbles.
Okay. Why would they do that?
It's going to be a lot of fun for the marbles everywhere for marbles everywhere for the fans, the players, the referees, the coaches, you know, everybody, even for the concession stand people. Marbles for everybody.
I'm going to change my answer to yes.
On TLC, Ghost Brothers.
Ghost Brothers. This is a ghost show, but LeBron's barber is also in it. They are searching for why it is LeBron's hair keeps disappearing. Maybe. Let's see.
There's a team of paranormal investigators here to answer two questions about ghost hunting. Are ghosts for real? And
why is everybody still white? I'm Jalen, the leader of the group. We're three best friends who all had paranormal experiences as kids. Now that we're grown, we're not afraid to look for answers.
Right there, it just came out.
Did he just take his shirt off?
Make sure you don't catch any spiritually transmitted diseases.
I'm Juwan, and I'm a ghost brother.
This is the old rule. One black person, scurry, all scurry.
My name is Marcus, and I'm a ghost brother.
Our mission is to hit the most haunted locations in America to prove that ghosts are for real. Ghost Brothers.
Wow, that looks bad. Pablo, are you intrigued?
Yes, because I'm a person who has struggled with religious faith, and I've always believed that were I to see a ghost in real life, then a lot about the universe could be validated, even though it could not be proven scientifically.
And you think you're going to find that on that show? Okay, good luck with that. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Listen, I'm beginning to wonder whether I have some ghosts in my building. No, at night I get up at night to go to the bathroom and I hear strange noises, you know? And all of a sudden, you know, things, they move around the apartment and all that good stuff. I'm telling you, huh? That's right, buddy. I'm telling you, so I got to get a hold of those guys to see if I can get a freebie, you know, maybe one of these, free inspections, you know, for a senior guy.
A senior discount on a ghost inspection. Okay. What's moving around your house?
Yeah, what is haunting?
What is moving around your house? I feel like you made that up. Okay, it's just his hands as he searches in the dark for the toilet. That's all that's
my
moving.
bowels, you know, they
my
move around.
bowels are
That's
moving.
right.
Okay, very good.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Our thanks to Pablo Torre for sitting in for Bomani. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Gracias, see you el lunes.
Not you, you won't.
Yeah, sure. Come on, Pablo, let's go. Let's go. Give me five.
What the hell just happened?
How did I fall for that?
You fell for it?
I think I did.